Down the list, starting of course with the biggest, the spring fire in Costilla and Huerfano counties. It is now 105,000 plus acres. Containment holding steady tonight at 35%. Teller County's High Chateau fire is now 95% contained and still around 1,400 acres.
The Weston Pass fire in Park County now nearing 13,000 acres. It's 32% contained. And new information on the Lake Christine fire. It's now 3% contained. That's up from 0 earlier today.
There we go. I'm sorry about that.
It's now 5,200 acres for the Lake Christine fire.
And finally, we are still tracking that fire that's been burning in the southwestern part of Colorado, the 416 fire in La Plata County. As you can see there, no change right now, still holding steady at around 56,000 acres. News 5's Bill Folsom tracking firefighters, the attack heading into another hot and dry weekend at the spring fire. Bill.
Yeah, a fire this size, it takes huge support. It all comes rolling in. Right behind me here, we have part of the business part of it. You have communications, planning section, finance. Right behind us, they even have a copy center. They also have places for people to sleep and get some rest. It all rolls in and sets up in just a couple of days. Then at these areas and camps all over the place, you see the community showing up. There are people who've been evacuated, still out of their homes, others who've lost their houses. They just want to come and say thanks. Smoke kicks up Friday on the north flank of the spring fire. Yet another reminder why Jan Sullivan has been evacuated from her home since last Saturday. Only she's not complaining.
We know they saved our house, amen to that, and we don't know when we get back in, but I'm not going to bug them about it. They got enough on their minds.
Many people still facing the fire threat show up to thank firefighters. Kids from another evacuated community made signs and put them up at camps.
Absolute heroes. And God bless them.
The firefighters and most of the support staff show up and put up a tent for their living quarters.
So every firefighter comes with their own tent. We all bring that with us when we fly or drive, as well as our own sleeping bags and things like that.
The exception is the crews working overnight.
They're actually sleeping in the high school right now. We give them a quiet, darker place to be able to sleep during the day.
Sleep is essential. So is food for firefighters who work long, hard hours. There are catering trailers for eating at camp and another trailer for mobile meals to take to the fire line. More trailers house their support, people mapping, others watching the weather for strategy and safety. There are shower trailers, a medical tent, laundry gets sent out every couple of days. And there are specialists helping with things like mending clothes and keeping their equipment ready.
We also have people that sharpen blades for the chainsaws.
This has been an unbelievable scenario to have all these resources.
For the chief of the local Avita Fire District, all this help is invaluable. Friday, on his southern end of the fire, rather than plumes, it is less threatening smoke closer to the ground.
Things are starting to look up, starting to really turn the corner.
So with 1,400 firefighters and crews still here, you know there is still a lot of firefighter ahead. But just to give you some updates, on that south side, where people were worried about Kuchar, the fire got up to within a mile of that very popular mountain town. They got some lines in with a lot of crews working there. That weather came in with rain, the wind shifted. For now, that area is safe. Where really the activity is happening is up on the north front of this fire, where we've seen those plumes of smoke coming up today. That is where they'll be focusing tomorrow. That said, there are some good increases that are happening on containment. They are going to have numbers in the morning, but we were talking to an operations chief earlier. He said look for those numbers to go up. Watching out for you, Southern Colorado. Bill Folsom, News 5.